بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على نبينا Muhammad وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Inshallah, in this episode we'll be carrying on with the module of Shaddah that we began. We mentioned that Shaddah, when a letter has a Shaddah which is literally like a sleeping three on the top, then it signifies a double letter, the first being that letter which is Sakin, and the second letter being the same letter which has a haraka on the top, either fatha or kasra or dhamma. We've taken fatha and kasra so far, and inshallah today we'll take dhamma. Before starting, we want to do some revision. Anybody can remind me of our first module? What did we take? Very first module?
Identifying
Letters. Anybody knows them by heart?
I can try.
Try.
Alif, ba, ta, tha, jim, ha, kha, dal, dhal, ra, zai, sin, shin, sad, dad, ta, dha, ain, ghain, fa, qaf, kaf, lam, mim, noon, ha, waw, ya.
Ahsant. After that, the second module?
Harakas, the sounds of each letter.
The sounds. Can you read all of them with a haraka or no? By heart?
I can try, inshallah. Like,
Bismillah.
a, ba, ta, tha, ja, ha, kha, da, dha, ra, za, sa, sha, sa, da, ta, dha, a, gha, fa, qa, ka, la, ma, na, ha, wa, ya. No E?
Inshallah, tomorrow you do E, you remember. So stick on A for today. The next module after that was?
Tanween, double
Tanween.
sound.
We did Fatha. So do the Fatha for us.
An, ban, tan, than, jan, han, khan, dan, than, ran, zan, san, shan, swan, dan, tan, dhan, an, ghan, fan, qan, kan, lan, man, nan, han, wan, yan.
Ahsant. After that, we went on to which module? This module? What's it about?
Shaddah, double sounds.
Shaddah. Yeah. So do the first exercise for us with the Fatha.
Abba, atta, atha, ajja, aha, akha, adda, adha, arra, azza, assa, asha, assa, adda, atta, adda, a'a, agha, affa, aqqa, akka, alla, amma, anna, aha, awwa, ayya.
Ahsant. Well done. Inshallah, tomorrow, Brother Dawood, we'll do the kasra with yourself. So inshallah, tomorrow's revision, first module, you identify the letters. If you need to read looking inside, no problem. And then with haraka, EBT, with tanween, in bin tin thin, and with shadda here, abbi atti, etc. Inshallah. Is that okay? So that will be our revision.
Starting where?
From tomorrow's, inshallah, for tomorrow, revision, first 5 minutes. Module 1, the alphabet.
Yeah.
And then all the other modules, you'll just be doing the kasra part of it. So second module, EBT. Third module will be tanween, in, bin, tin, thin, jin.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Fourth module will be shadda, abbi, atti, etc. Inshallah.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Inshallah. Yes.
Muhsin, if you're there on the fourth day, the day after tomorrow, then you will do Dammah, inshallah. Okay? With us. Inshallah, we'll remind you. Yalla, let's start. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Now we're carrying on with Shaddah, and we've come on to Dammah. So we mentioned that this letter, these two letters here, are actually three letters. There's your A, And then there's your ba that's got a sukun. It's ab. And then you've got another ba that's got a dhamma. Abu. Abu. And then they shorten these two letters and they just put a shaddah. Bismillah, let's start. Abu, attu, athu. Khaybar.
أبو أتو أثو
Ahsant, Muhsin.
أبو أتو الثو
Ahsant, Brother Dawood. I think you might be on mute.
Bismillah. Abu, Attu, Attu.
Ahsant, well done. Next. Ajju, ahu, akhu, addu. Khaybar.
أجو أحو أخو أدو
Ahsant, Muhsin.
أجو أحو أخو أدو
Ahsant, Brother Dawood.
Adju, Ahu, Akhu, Addu.
Ahsant. Adhu, arru, azzu, assu. Khaybar.
الذو الرو الزو السو
Ahsant, Muhsin.
الذو الرو الزو السو
Ahsant, Brother Dawood.
Athu, Aru, Azu, Asu.
Well done. The first letter, we need a v sound, a little bit more. Adhu.
Adhu,
Well done.
Aru, Azhu, Asu.
Ahsant. Ashu, assu, addu, attu. Khaybar.
الشو الصو الضو الطو
Ahsant. Muhsin.
الذو الشو السو الذو الثو
Again, the whole line.
الشو السو
Sad,
الذو
sad. So your sad is a little bit fuller than a sin. As-su is sin. As-su, sad.
السو الذو
Addu, addu,
الذو الذو
ضاد fuller.
الذو الطو
Ahsant. Brother Dawood.
Ashu, Asu, Adu, Atu.
Well done. Addu, a'u, aghu, afu, aqu, akku, allu, ammu. Khaybar.
الضو أعو أغو أفو أقو أكو ألو أمو
Ahsan. Sorry, I read two lines. Muhsin.
الذو أعو أغو أفو أكو أكو ألو أمو
Ahsan. So your va needs to be a little bit fuller. Adhu. So you differentiate
الذو
between the va and the val. This is adhu.
الذو
Inshallah, you get there, Brother Dawood.
You want both lines?
Both lines.
Athu, Au,
Adhu,
Adu, Au,
a'u,
Aru, Au, Aru, Afu, Aku, Aku, Alu, Amu.
Ahsant. Ammu.
Amu.
Annu, ahu, awu, ayyu. Khaybar.
أنو أهو أو أيو
Ahsant. Muhsin.
أنو أهو أو أيو
Ahsant. Your ha is gentle, huh? Dawood, Brother Dawood.
Anu, Ahu. Alu. No, I'm sorry. Awu. Ayu.
Ahsan. Brother Dawood, could you read the whole exercise for us, please?
Abu. Atu. Athu. Aju. Ahu. Akhu. Adu. Athu. Aru. Azu. Asu. Ashu. Aso. Ado. Ato. Atho. Au. Aru. Afu. Afu. Aku. Aku. Alu. Amu. Anu. Ahu.
Annu.
Anu. Ahu. Awu. Awu. Ayu.
Awu.
Awu. Awu. Ayu.
Ayu. Ahsant.
Ayu.
Moving on to the exercise. Well done. Mi. Mittu. Ya. Yabu. Yabuthu. Khaybar.
مي مت يا يبو يبث
Ahsant. Muhsin.
مي مت يا بو يبو ثو يبث
Ahsan, Brother Dawood.
Me too. Me too. Ya. Bu. Yabu. Tu. Yabu tu.
Okay, we've got Shaddah here. So same like yesterday. When you see a Shaddah, you basically can't pronounce the letter, so you go back. So me, you can't say tu. You say me cannot be pronounced, and you say mittu. Ya, yabu, the
Yabu.
tha cannot be pronounced, so we say yabuthu.
Yabuthu.
Again.
Yabuthu.
So basically, the letter that's got a shadda, you want to be sticking on it for a second before you let the haraka out. So mittu. Notice how I'm sticking on the ta, and then I'm giving it the haraka or the u sound. I'm saying mittu. I'm not saying mitu.
Mitu. Yeah.
Ahsant.
Mitu.
Yabuth. Same with yabuthu. So wherever there's a shadda, you
Yab-
stick on the letter for about a second, and
Yabuthu.
then give it the haraka. Yabuthu.
Yabuthu.
Well done. Next. Sorry, I have to read. He.
Hiju.
Yeah, I'll read, and then the brothers,
Yeah,
and you
sorry.
read, inshallah. He, hijju, you, ra, yura, yuraddu.
هي حج يو يرى يرد
Ahsant. Muhsin.
هي حج يرى دو يرد
Okay, you can't say do, huh? That can't be pronounced. So it's yuraddu.
يرد
Ahsant, Brother Dawood.
Hiju.
Ahsant. Well done.
Yura. Yuradu. Yuradu.
Yuraddu.
Yuradu.
Yeah, so you hanging on the dal. Wherever you have to hang on that dal for about a second before you give out the u sound. So you say yuraddu.
Yuradu.
A split second. Next one. Ta, la, tala, taladhu. Ta, tamu. Sorry. Ta, mu, tamu, tamurru. Khaybar.
تا لا تلا تلذ تا مو تمو تمر
Ahsant, Brother Muhsin.
تعي عز
Above the line above.
أو تلذ تمو تمر
Ahsant, Brother Dawood.
Talathu.
Again. Taladhu.
Talathu. Talathu.
Taladhu. Yeah, ahsant. Well done. So
Taladhu.
you're sticking on the val and
Yeah.
you give it the sound. Well done. Just one more time, read the word taladhu.
Taladhu.
Ahsant. For now, whilst we're learning, at times we're doing it a little bit over. We're overdoing it a little bit, but that's just for learning. Generally, you want to be in the middle, not too much and not too little. Next word.
Tamu. Tamuru. Tamuru.
Okay, so
Tamuru.
you're tamurru. Well done.
Tamuru. Yeah.
MashaAllah. So you're picking up from yesterday. Now you've understood that the one with the shaddah, you hang on it for a little while.
Yeah.
Tu'i, tu'izzu. Ya, ma, yama, yamassu. Khaybar.
تعي تعز يا ما يما يمس
Muhsin.
تعي تعز تعز يمس يمس
Ahsant. Brother Dawood.
Tu'izu. Tu'izu.
Ahsant. Well done.
Ya. Ma. Yama. Su. Yamasu.
Ahsant. So basically, again, you read the whole word correctly, but just remember when you're reading them individually, your su you can't say it because there's a shadda on it. It's like a sukun. So you'll say ya ma yama, then you'll say, oh, I can't read this yamassu. But well done, you've read the word, mashallah. Just read the word one more time, yamassu.
Yamasu.
Ahsant. So have you understood the concept now where there's a shadda, you hang on the letter for a little bit before you let out the u, a, or e sound?
Yes. I went over it a little bit with my wife today. Without the headphones, it's easier for me to understand it the way she's pronouncing it. So,
MashaAllah. It's always good to go over, to have somebody listen to you, go over with you. MashaAllah. Well done. Ahu, ahu, ahushu, na, qu, naqu, naqussu. Khaybar.
أهو أهو أهش نقو نقو نقص
Ahsant, Muhsin.
أهو هش أهش نقو نقص
Ahsant, Brother Dawood.
ahu, ahu, shu, ahushu,
Ahushu.
na, ahushu, ahushu,
Ahushu.
na,
You sticking.
ahushu,
You must stick on the sheen. Ahsant. Well done.
na, ku, naku, su, nakusu.
Ahsant. Even though we say we don't want to say su because you can't say su alone, so it's naqussu.
Nakusu.
Ahsant. Yahu, yahu, yahuddu, yadu, yadu, yadu'u. Khaybar.
يحو يحو يحض يدو يدو يدؤ
Ahsant. Muhsin.
يحو يحو خذ يحض
Yahuddu. Yahuddu. So there's a difference between.
يحض
Ahsan. So there's a difference between yahuddu and yahuddu. This is a dad.
يحض
Ahsant.
يدو دؤ يدؤ
Ahsant. Brother Dawood.
Yahu, Yahudu, Yahudu,
Yahuddu.
Yahudu.
Ahsant.
Yadu, Yaduhu,
Yadu'u.
Yadu'u. Oh,
Ahsant. Slowly, inshallah, you get
That's
there with the ayn. Asha. Asha. Ashaqqu. Yahi. Yahi. يحل خيبر.
أشا أشا أشق يحي يحي يحل.
أحسنت. محسن.
أشا أشا شق أشق يحي يحي حل يحل.
أحسنت brother داود.
أشا أشاقو أشاقو.
أشق.
Yeah.
أحسنت.
أشاقو. يا
أحسنت. Again, you can't
he.
read the O, but you're reading the whole word correctly.
يا خي يحيلو يحيلو
يحي يحي يحل
يحيلو.
يحل. Stick on hang on the lamb for a little while.
يحيلو.
Well done. muti mutimmu يظو يظن خيبر.
موتي موتي متم يذو يذو يظن.
Again, read the first word of that last line.
موتي موتي متم.
أحسنت. محسن.
موتي متي تم متم يذو يذو ظن يظن.
أحسنت brother داود.
موتي موتي متيمو
متم.
متيمو.
أحسنت. Hang on the meme. متم.
متيمو.
أحسنت.
يا ثو يثونو.
So again here.
يا ثو يثونو.
Okay, so we want you to preferably give all the steps.
Okay. يا ثو يثونو يثونو
يظن.
يظن.
Yeah, so you've got the va sound, not a tha sound, and you're hanging on the noon. You must hang on the noon for a split second. يظن.
يظن.
Well done. MashaAllah. أحسنتم جميعا. So you've all done well, MashaAllah. And we've come to an end of this module. Any questions? Anything you guys understood, didn't understand? Any tips? Anything you found beneficial from your own learning? Yeah.
I'm a raw beginner, so I've never gone this far before with the sounds. So I don't know the context that they're going to be used in yet. So I'm just a little bit puzzled, but I'll get there, inshallah.
Okay, you'll get there. But basically, what they're trying to tell you in the whole module, they're trying to tell you, whenever you see this shaddah, this sleeping three, just know that it's a double letter. So don't say yadu'u, say yadu'u. Here, don't say yahilu. No, stick out. It's a double letter. Yahillu. That's all they're trying to tell you. Whenever there's a shadda, stick on the letter for a second before you give out the u, a, or e sound.
Okay.
That's all they're trying to tell you. The first module, they were trying to tell you the names of the letters. Second module, they told you the sounds, a, e, u. Third module, they said that you can get a double sound, so you can get an in, un. And this module, they're telling you that you can have a double letter sound, so you can have ashaqqu. See how it's a double qaf. That's what they're telling you. Inshallah, once you read the Quran, you read in Arabic, etc., you'll come across this shadda many times. You may forget the name is a shadda, but as long as you know how to read it, inshallah, that's fine. And later on, you pick it up, inshallah.
And the al-hamza and the
Yeah.
al-hamza mamduda and the al-alif al-maksura, is that just like 6-7 letters? The way
Yes,
we pronounce those?
It's one pronunciation, but they write it differently according to where it comes in the sentence, in the word. So if it's at the beginning of the word, it could be on the top or at the bottom of the alif. If it's in the middle,
Okay.
it could be on top of a waw, or it could be on top of a ya without dots, or it could be on the line. And if it's at the end, there's a way to write it. So it's all the same pronunciation for Hamza. And then Mamduda, the minute you see that wave, you make an ah sound, you pull it a little bit.
Okay.
All these things, when you recite the Quran, you'll see. In fact, a good exercise for you guys to do today, mashallah, you've come far, is that if you open your Quran, your what they call Mus'haf Quran, after the lesson, whenever you're free tomorrow, open it. Try to read just one line. Try to see the different letters. Try to pronounce it. If you've got a tape recorder, listen to it, see if you're reading it correctly, etc. And inshallah, you'll see all these Shaddah and Ya and Dammah and Fatha, everything you'll see, inshallah.
Okay, inshallah.
You want to write today?
Sure.
Brother Dawood? Bismillah.
Okay, we left off. I
Meme,
finished
no?
lamb. We're on meme.
Ahsant.
Okay, we have meme, alif, lam, kaf.
Ahsant.
Meme, alif, lam, kaf. Meme, alif, lam, kaf. Meme, alif, lam, kaf.
Well done. Next one.
Alif, lam, صاد, ma,
Meme.
dal. Meme, dal.
Well done.
Alif, lam, صاد, meme, dal.
Well done.
Alif, lam, صاد, meme, dal. Alif,
Well done.
lam, صاد, meme, dal.
Ahsant.
Okay. Ra, ha, ya, ma.
Meme.
Meme, ya, ha. I'm sorry. Ra, ha, ya, meme.
Ahsant.
Ra, ha, ya, meme. Ra, ha, ya, meme.
Ahsant. Well done.
Okay.
Inshallah, we finished that one in record time. Next one.
Next one
That means-
is
that
noon.
means, mashallah, you guys are picking up and you know the letters, mashallah.
I'm getting much more familiar.
Alhamdulillah.
Okay, now we have noon. Noon,
Speed
ain,
hump. Well done.
ma,
Meme.
meme, and that is, I remembered, it's a ta marbuta.
Well done, mashallah.
That's a ta, because the last time I learned, I said, I was sitting here looking at going, I recognize, but there's a name for that. So, and I could call it ta marbuta?
You can call it that. It will come later on as ta marbuta. For now, we've taken it as ta.
Noon, ha, meme, ta.
Noon, and then
Ain,
ayn.
meme, ta.
Ahsant.
Noon, ain, meme, ta.
Ahsant.
Noon, ain, meme, ta.
Well done. Next.
Alif, lam, noon, alif, sin.
Well done, mashallah.
Alif, lam, noon, alif, sin.
Ahsant.
Alif, lam, noon, alif, sin.
Ahsant.
Alif, lam, noon, alif, sin.
Ahsant.
Okay. Ta, ain, lam, meme, Fa.
No
Noon.
dots. No dots.
Oh.
Second. I told you, when you see the one with the head and it got no dots, literally like how your mouth is when you put your mouth like
Wow. Wow.
this. Well done.
So ta, ain, lam, meme, wow, noon.
Well done.
Ta, ain, lam, meme, wow, noon.
Ahsant. Well done.
Ta, ain, lam, meme, wow, noon.
Ahsant. Next.
Next is ha. Ha, lam. Ha,
Do you remember how to write your lam or your ha?
lam. Yes. I'm writing
Let's
on
go.
the lines, and the last one, I have to do it myself.
Ahsant.
Ha, lam. Ha, lam. Lam, ha, meme. Lam, ha, meme. Lam, ha, meme.
Ahsant.
Lam, ha, meme.
Next.
Alif, lam, lam, ha.
Well done.
Alif, lam, lam, ha. Alif, lam, lam, ha.
Ahsant.
Alif,
Yeah.
lam, lam, ha.
Ahsant. Do you want to finish off this whole module with
Sure.
these last two letters or leave
We
them for
can.
tomorrow?
Yeah. Wow,
Bismillah.
wow, ya. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, ya, lam.
Ahsant.
Wow, ya, lam. Wow, ya, lam. Wow, ya, lam.
Ahsant.
Ka, wow, fa. Ka, wow, fa. Ka, wow, fa.
Ahsant.
Ka, wow, fa.
Ahsant.
Ha, wow. Ha, wow. Ha, wow. Ha, wow.
MashaAllah. Record time today, MashaAllah. You know, when we were in Arabic Institute here in the university, then when we were still in Ma'had is like the beginning levels where you're learning Arabic. I remember one of the teachers, when the guys used to do well, he used to say, MashaAllah, MashaAllah, ulama. Ulama means scholars.
Yeah.
MashaAllah.
Okay, ya, the final one. Ya, kaf, kaf,
Ooh,
wow, and noon.
Ahsant.
Ya, kaf, wow, noon.
Ahsant.
Ya, kaf, wow, noon. Ya, kaf, wow, noon.
Ahsant.
Alif, lam, sod, ya, fa. Alif, lam, sod, ya, fa. Alif, lam, sod, ya, fa. Alif, lam, sod, ya, fa.
Well done.
Alif, lam, thal, Yeah.
So we want to say dhal a little bit stronger.
Dhal. Dhal. Alif, lam, dhal, yeah.
Ahsant.
Alif, lam, dhal, yeah. Alif, lam, dhal, yeah.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. We come to end of the module. MashaAllah, you guys did well today.
The next part
Anything
looks
you guys would like to
interesting.
mention? Any questions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know the calf, when it is attached, how do you write it? Like sometimes I see it like that. Sometimes I see it like that, you know. Like there, ya, kaf, waw, noon.
It just depends, but generally,
It's calligraphy, yeah.
if it's sticking up and it's got a tail, either it's a long tail or it's just a small bend like that one there, it's your calf. If it's straight, you're looking at lamb.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No.
MashaAllah, you guys have done well. How long have we been together? Maybe about a month, more than a month? More than a month.
I'm not keeping track. I'm just doing it. Inshallah.
This is about the 27th lesson. You know, the fa'idah I want to give you guys today, it's very important, especially after yesterday. You know, sometimes when you learn with anybody, at times your teacher will be strict. And, you know, Ibn Abbas, radiallahu anhuma, he was asked. Ibn Abbas was, as you know, he was from the young Sahaba. So when the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam passed away, he was still very young. I don't even think he had reached his teens. As far as I remember, he was around the age of between 10 and 12, somewhere around there. He was very young. And he would learn from a lot of Sahaba. He would ask them questions, etc. Later on in life, when he became who he became, who is Ibn Abbas radiallahu anhuma? Ibn Abbas radiallahu anhuma is like one of the most knowledgeable, if not the most knowledgeable, when it came to the tafsir of the Quran. That's why he was called Turjuman al-Quran. He was asked that, you know, how did you reach this level? You know a lot and people are coming to you, etc. And he said in Arabic, which literally translates as, when I went out to seek knowledge, basically I brought myself down, I humbled myself. I was patient when it came to somebody teaching me. I was patient if they had to be strict. I was patient when it came to waiting for them. I did a lot in terms of seeking the knowledge. Hence, now later on in life, a lot of people, they come to me. Why? Basically, he's put in the hard hours. He's put in the work. He's been patient before. That's why a lot of the scholars, they mention this, that from the adab, from the etiquette of learning, is between the student and the teacher, is to be patient with your teacher. At times you may even see your teacher being strict. At times you may see things that you're not too happy or comfortable with, as long as it's not something haram or illegal or completely wrong. Maybe they said a word which was a little bit harsh, or at times, I don't know, they make you carry on repeating the same word, etc. It's only for the student's own good, because if you perfect it here, you might not see the fruits today and tomorrow, but later on you'll see the fruits. Also, those who are patient when it comes to learning, those who they strive in the path of Allah, they put in the effort. Somebody who's sitting and learning and being taught and he needs to spend his time is not the same as somebody who's not sitting and learning. Usually you find Allah grants the people who are striving and working hard, He grants them more tawfiq and more success. So this is a short time. MashaAllah, we're learning together. Tomorrow you guys will be teaching also, inshallah. It's a short time, and be patient. A lot of the times you find that people, when they find the going gets tough, whether it's memorization or they don't know it, or they heard a harsh word from the teacher, they don't want to come back. A person like that usually will never learn from anybody. Something goes wrong, you may be right, you may be wrong. as the student, you may be completely not at fault. The teacher may be wrong, but from the etiquette is to be patient with that little while. Allah will grant you, and Allah will open knowledge which you didn't have. That's why at the ayah where Allah says, وَاتَّقُوا اللَّهَ وَيُعَلِّمُكُمُ اللَّهِ. One of the reasons for attaining more knowledge is taqwa, obviously doing good deeds, staying away from sin, etc. And also when it comes to respecting your teachers, other people, other scholars, don't ever speak bad about anybody. We all need to try our best to protect our tongues. A lot of the times, especially with students of knowledge, etc., people who are learning the smallest of books, they want to judge all others who've spent a lot of time learning, teaching, etc. Everybody makes a mistake. It's the way Allah has decided that nobody will be perfect. We, as students of knowledge who are just at the beginning, for us it's more important to know how to pronounce alif and ba and jim correctly than trying to pick out everybody else's mistakes, especially if they're senior scholars. So those two things: be patient when it comes to learning, be patient with your teacher, and the second thing is respect everybody else. Don't try and speak about masail which are bigger or basically bigger than yourself. You haven't even reached that level. You find people cannot recite Surah Al-Fatiha correctly, and they want to speak about big masail, and they want to say this guy said this and he's wrong and is that. No, lower yourself, know your level. It's something important that all of us need to learn. We ask Allah to grant us goodness, make us from those who are humble, those who are patient, and those who are rewarded in this world and the next. Ameen. Inshallah, tomorrow we meet 9 o'clock. Bi-idhnillah. Anybody wants to say anything?
Sheikh.
Barakallah feek. Fi amanillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.